Also, did FromSoft just acknowledge everybody who was cosplaying as Guts and then gave them this? They figured, obviously, we cannot just give them something that is mounted on the arm, so this is the next best thing. Okay, ladies and gents, it's happening. Elden Ring DLC. Let me change the color here to a piss yellow. It's the golden order, but god damn it. I am so excited for this. Bandai Namco, do your thing. They have... there was a whole thing about the dispute of rights recently, right? Some data mine document that came forth, meaning that FromSoft is now sole owner of the IP that is Elden Ring, which might have been one of the reasons as to why they did not disclose anything for like a year since they announced something about the trailer. But it turns out, just as it was announced a few hours ago, that we are now receiving a trailer, so I'm excited. Let's watch.
Peggy 16.
I swear on Queen Marika's corpse, it is very difficult, and I do sort of sympathize with her having family issues. But on the strike of watching the trailer, my daughter started feeling bad and my girlfriend was having a bad time too, so I had to leave. I mean, I won't quite treat my family the way that Marika does, right? When there's crying, I will leave because family comes first. But I do understand. That's all I'm saying. But let's try this one more time. This time around with the actual trailer because I was away for 3 freaking hours. Okay.
Pure and radiant, he wields love to shrive clean the hearts of men. There is nothing more terrifying.
Oh. Notice the veil. Ooh, the sword's cool.
Place.
Jars.
Blood must spill. Blood of your fellows. They are too faithful.
They were never safe. They just happened to be on the losing side of a war.
Is this the future or the past? Oh my god. And we thought that One Piece was bad. Omen? Omen Sharash with lightning?
Wouldst thou truly lordship sanction in one so bereft of light?
No, that is not right card. That doesn't make sense. Hand-to-hand combat, let's go!
I presume you, too, are keen to know
Berserk!
just what kind Mikolo is doing here.
What the hell was that?
Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Vesmer's flame.
Come now, touch the withered arm and travel to the realm of shadow. I will not be far behind. May we meet again.
That's beautiful. Your Highness. We, of course, don't get to see his face. Shadow of the Earth Tree. Oh, already. Well, okay. Who is this new character? Hold on. Mesmere. The Impaler. Okay. That was fantastic. I have a lot of theories going on here. So, you know what? I'm gonna just do a breakdown of this straightforward because we might as well do it because I'm gonna watch this one more time.
16.
So, Shadow of the Earth Tree was going to deal with three things. Mikola, the Earth Tree / Halic
Pure
Tree,
and radiant, he wields love to shrive clean the hearts of men.
and those who live in death. Those were the three entities that this normally should have been dealing with. Obviously, there are some new characters introduced here that have a lot to say. But for those who are not aware of some of the situation about the lore, Mikola was originally trying to resurrect his half-brother Godwyn. Godwyn, yes, not Godric. For some reason I was thinking about the Grafted. But Godwyn the Golden, who of course was killed by Rani and on that fateful night, and she killed herself as well, but in body only. The thing about that though is that he was trying to resurrect him through an eclipse, which is kind of ironic because she is the new moon. And the way that we get to learn about his plan was by going to the Church of the Minor Earth Tree, wherein if you interact with the Lady of the Accord, Melina over there, you will get half of the holy, the Outer Order gesture, the one that goes like this, which is just one half of the Golden Order's totality, which you get from Gold Mask. Have some stuff there on the side, the full version. But to do this, as we've also seen in that church, he would have to create a Halic Tree, the one that in his level, his instance level dungeon, the area where you find signs of his past, you can see crumbling. Now this one is shaped in this twisted form, which is not like a double helix, but like two tree trunks that are intertwined. One is completely broken because of course he was ripped out of it, and the other half did not fully grow to maturity, which is why it's kind of ironic to see him in this state as well.
There is nothing more terrifying.
And of course, the Earth Tree that we see in this also has the two sides. A quick thing that I forgot to mention though, in the intro there with his withering hands is obviously the reference to us accessing the DLC by touching his hand. It's a fan theory that many speculated on. It's neither that it is confirmed. Speaking of the graves here, those who live in death, those are a representation of them. They are the ones who were cursed with what was it called? The thing that Godwyn creates out of him. Death Fruit, yeah, Death Fruit, the thing that you can feed to Malekith. This shot right here is absolutely beautiful. I have zero idea what the hell is going on, but I get just one single imagery. Obviously, we can deem from this that this is somewhat part of the Earth Tree. From the things that are spewing out of it, I could assume that it is something akin to what the Death Root has, right? And of course, two tree trunks that are intertwined. But the veil that is around there is what's most interesting to me. Because doesn't this remind you of what you can find in Marika's chambers? Like when you have to fight, Morgoth. Need to find the right one there. The fight against him, you do see a sort of veil like that in her chambers. This could be a different realm. That is like, I don't know, mirroring our own. Because there's a lot going on here. There's some fallen churches in the distance. If we go a little bit back here, like tons and tons of bridges. The aesthetic of this kind of makes me, it at least reminds me of an anime called Senseiya, where during the chapter of the 12 churches, where you have to protect Athena, the goddess of war and wisdom, and you have to go to the different churches, at least temples, sorry, not churches, but temples of the different zodiac signs, and fighting the different bosses. I'm just speculating here. It might be something completely different because there's been locations that reminded me of other levels from the main game, but let's keep watching. This right here, I have absolutely no idea what this sign is. But one thing that it reminds me of is the fact that the Elden Ring logo, if you want to call it that, is like an amalgamation of a lot of different orders. And this one reminding me a lot of an eclipse, right? The thing that Miquella was trying to use in order to resurrect his brother. So could this be an order that he made of his own in this realm of shadows? Perhaps. Or perhaps it is one that is working against him. Could be. And sick armor. Jars. Jars is also something that we're seeing a lot here. Reason why I'm pointing this out is that they do play a significance in the raising of the Earth Tree and the Helic Tree. Because the jar folks, right? Those entities are created for a single purpose, to collect bodies so that they can feed them to the roots of the trees so that it could grow. Of course, we have living jars like Alexander, who does it because he wants to be a great warrior, but the main purpose is to do that exactly. That's why every single time they do smash them, there are dead bodies inside. And it gets even sadder when you see the baby jars that are doing the same.
Blood must spill. Blood of your fellows.
This is sick. The reason as to why I'm saying this is, doesn't this remind you
Blood must spill.
of Raya Lucaria? Am I the only one saying this? Like, this could be a church, but it could also be a lecture hall. The stone tablets everywhere, or is it paper? These are stone tablets. And the benches, people most likely learning for something. We know about the war that was waged between the factions there that did not want to have Rani's mom as the leader. And this individual's attire is very similar to one of those mages. But Renala's folks, however, are a matriarchal society or kingdom, so the rulers will always be women. So perhaps there was something in the past, if this is said in the past.
Blood of your fellows?
Because the outfit is quite telling, it's kind of the same thing.
They are true faithful.
More jars.
They were never saints. They just happened to be on the losing side of a war.
Freaking fire golem. Jesus Christ, it's beautiful. Remember when you fought against Rotface? Wait, did I call him Rotface? No, Rotface is a freaking World of Warcraft villain. Wormface. Wormface was bad. Like, I died to that NPC a lot. No, Wormface will hold you. This one is straight up giving you the Gok 9000. Ugh. This is sick. I am not sure of what to say about this, but I have a lot of theories. So, lion head. You could go with Chinese dragon, but no. Let's be honest, no way. Although it is shaped like one, but no way. The limbs are obviously like man-like. The elongated body, who knows, man, could be a chimera of something. But obviously the omen horns everywhere, and the shape of the face and everything reminding you of Siraj, Godfrey's stand. It's very much on the nose there. This is a mixture of everything. And of course, the omen horns, meaning that maybe it is a royal that is perhaps the origin of all of that curse that such individuals like the Omen twins, Godric, Moog and Morgott will have. That being said, Godwyn was the brother who has the golden hair. So it like carries the features of everything related to that side of Godfrey's offsprings. And Helper. What is not the name of Helper. The thing that marks on you the same way that Malekith is a shadow of Marika. So was Siraj a shadow of Godfrey. And later on, Blythe a shadow of Rani. So, same thing. But another theory that I have because of the lightning that shook us afterwards. Notice that he spits out stones in the same way that Malekith does, but also wielding the lightning. Who else do we know wields lightning? Godwyn. Yes, he learned that from the dragons. One thing that we also know is that when it comes to Elden Lord, Godfrey was in fact not the first Elden Lord. There was something even more to it, because the previous Elden Lord, the actual first one, was none other than Platasax, right? The twisted, multi-headed dragon. Now, he was not acknowledged because they would not bow down to the Golden Order, so they were never considered. So there were more than just the likes of Godfrey. Now, seeing these abilities on display could hint to a multitude of things. Perhaps he was the first one. This entity here was the first one to acquire power. And again, I'm saying all of this thinking that this will take place in the past and will shine a light on things that we have yet to know about the family relationship of Marika's family. But yeah, there's a lot of implications here.
Mother, wouldst thou truly lordship sanction?
This entity, I have something wild to say. And I do believe that this is the last offspring of Marika. Reason as to why I'm saying this is that he has way too many motives of different characters that it's almost impossible to not acknowledge.
In one so bereft.
So bereft of light, right? Listen, red hair, obviously, that's the Radagon thing. And Marika, the union of those two yielded what? Only 2 offsprings, in contrast to the rest. Rennala and Radagon, 3 sons, 2 sons and 1 daughter. When it came to Godfrey and her and Marika, well, same entity, yielded 3 offsprings as well, Godwyn, Moog and Morgott. Why only 2 when it came to Marika and Radagon? Now, the overarching theory, because of the whole butterfly effect, not an effect, it's like an observation that most of us can make when we learn about the story of both Miquella and Melania. We see the butterflies that follow along with them. We know that there is the smoldering butterfly that must belong to Melina, the lady who gives us the accord. Now, could be that, or she could be something else. And this one was the actual 3rd child, who has the flaming red hair of his father. Now, would the red hair have to fit, since we observe something similar with the children of Rennala and Radagon? Yes, they all have that. Rani's original body has red hair, and the same with Giga Chad, freaking God, I forget his name. Why do I do that? Radahn and Rykard? Yes, it does. But what about Godwyn, Moog and Morgott? The 2 others have grey hair. We don't even get to see the hair of Moog because it's just horns. So what gives? Would they also have golden hair? I don't think so. But I'm willing to bet that this Mesmer character, and when he says mother, he's referring to America.
The rest of light.
I presume you, too, are keen to know just what kind Mikula is doing here.
I like the new combat. Also, did FromSoft just acknowledge everybody who was cosplaying as Guts? And then gave them this? They figured, obviously, we cannot just give them something that is mounted on the arm, so this is the next best thing. Also, what in the world have you created? This is a mixture of like a hippo, the original Reaver demons, a crocodile, and it does it has spikes on his head. A hedgehog? What? This is straight from Bloodborne.
Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Mesmer's flame.
Come now, touch the withered arm and travel to the realm of shadow. I will not be far behind. May we meet again.
Touch the withered arm. What is he hinting to? And also, every single one entity who has been stripped from the grace of gold will be burned by his flame, Mesmer's flames. Wow. Could this be the tree that he hoped to have created? I don't know. Oh, Mesmer's the big bad. Hopefully. They could be bamboozling us. We don't know yet. Bonus gesture, Ring of Mikula. Okay, I almost didn't notice that. He gets his own. That's nice. Because as I watched a Vatividia video some months ago, there was this part where he talked about Mikula wanting to be like his dad and him getting his approval by getting some of these gestures, right? One of those was Radagon's ring, which Mikula did not have his own version of. So, yeah, Mikula wanted to make his own order, so we're getting something new. That's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Man, this DLC is shipping up to be something absolutely amazing, and I cannot wait for it. Anyways, guys, this has been a bit long. Hopefully this breakdown and or theories caught your fancy, and yeah, let me know what your thoughts are about this in the comment section. That being said, wish you all to have a wonderful day. See you guys in the next one. Bye.